Like seriously injured, or like who's the worst off?
Miraculously, everyone dodged the chaos worm.
Well, we stand here in a row, looking like a bunch of heroes. I know that deep inside, nothing more but a bunch of zeros.
Welcome to Season 2, Episode 49 of Bards and Nobles, the podcast where we drink beer and play games.
Yep.
Right? Is that right? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
All right, I'm BreAnne, the Dungeon Master, and tonight I have with me
Anthony Boyd playing Grits Grindel, the half-drow rogue.
Trey O'Neill playing Flint McShrimpton, the dwarf druid.
I am Andrew Danon. I will be playing the Warforged Gunsmith Artificer, Elon Musket. I need to shorten that. That's just way too long to say.
Welcome to Bards and Nobles, where we play games and drink protein shakes.
Seaman.
That's what this is full of.
That's what Blake drinks.
Charles Nelson playing Max Stormblade, the human paladin.
Real quick before we start, have you ever tried putting protein in your beer? Don't. It's the worst.
But you had me at beer.
All right, so let's get into tonight's game. Who's doing the recap?
I'll do it.
Okay. I'm so excited.
You act like you chose it.
Noble, you son of a bitch.
I volunteer, guys. It's good. So last time we came up out of the Infernum into an arena that was being where a bunch of innocent people were being trampled by this chaos worm, and there were 3 crystals positioned throughout the arena, and we destroyed 2 of them, and the refugees just destroyed the 3rd one. And each time a crystal broke, the chaos worm shrunk until it was the size of a watermelon. And we just ended that fight, and that's where we are.
Yep. That was actually that was more detailed than I was expecting, Charles.
You're welcome.
Well done.
Charles used all of his words. That's it for today.
No more dialogue from Charles.
Before you guys get a second to catch your breath from all the chaos in the Colosseum, there's still pillars of flame. There's still stone pillars falling over. There's people crying out in pain. People kind of recovering and trying to gather their senses. A dark streak of necrotic energy streaks through the air. And
Son of a bitch.
It leaves behind these evil looking runes in its path, and it hits what's left, this little watermelon sized mass of a chaos worm, and you hear a bzzz, and it just dissipates into the air.
It's electrocuted.
And the origin of the beam of energy is the dark elf Zudis that as you see her pointing her finger and pulling the hand back after completing the spell, and she's walking up accompanied by 4 other robed individuals. They've all got the white hair of the dark elf, the dark indigo skin, and they're all wearing matching black silky robes.
Aww.
Gold belts. And she walks up and she just kind of claps her hands and she's like, all hail the Dawnguard. And you can tell she's not really talking to you. She's addressing other people who happen to be nearby. And she's like, for too long, has Dragonsmaw been an afterthought in the affairs of the kingdom. Never before has the Dawnguard taken an interest in our well-being. Perhaps it's the beginning of a new relationship between Dragonsmaw and Sedlio. Let's hear it for the Dawnguard. And she starts clapping again. I'm so confused. And other people are slowly trying to work up the energy to clap. But she's kind of sauntering towards you guys.
I just look at her like, this bitch. As I'm like, my body. And I go to sit down because I am not doing well.
You guys do anything?
I sit down, take a breather. We killed the big guy at the second crystal, right?
Yeah, he gone.
Can I? Is his corpse there?
Sure.
I would like to rummage through his corpse and his things on his corpse.
Corpse first.
You find some intestine.
All right, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Are there any injured people around?
Yes.
But
I'll try to do a better job. Describing the scene next time.
like seriously injured or like who's the worst off?
Miraculously, everyone dodged the chaos worm.
I mean, either that or they're dead. I'm looking for that sweet middle ground where I can actually help them.
23 on my investigation.
I think you can help those 3 people that crushed in its hand.
No, I don't think I can. That's what I'm saying.
23?
Yes.
Roll a D100 for me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you filch through his things and
Anyone hurt?
surprisingly his pants don't have any pockets. They're just tight
They're
leather
leggings.
chaps.
31.
31.
He's wearing some jeggings.
Get those traps.
Only if they're assless.
As you're feeling around his chaps,
Go on.
you
You find a huge pocket.
You find
hands-
one ass.
your hands come across a
You find a gerbil.
A rod.
large, about foot long rod.
Man.
And you pull it. I mean, you pull it out, I assume.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's about a foot long. It's
Flops
not
out of
very.
the
It's not very
pocket.
thick.
Poor guy.
It's a little. It's about half the size of your wrist. And
that's
you
respectable.
recognize it as a.
Dong.
What? No. I'm sorry. You don't recognize it. You're just looking at it, and you do notice at one end it has a button.
I mean, whatever you call it.
Cool.
Seen a dick before?
I wipe it off on his clothes. I'm like, coolio. And I hold on to it.
All right. And Max, as you guys are just kind of catching your breath, a large hobgoblin kind of starts limping towards you. He's followed by about half a dozen men, and you recognize it as Moguk.
The guy you didn't help at all.
So we gotta fight him now.
I tried to help him.
He's limping, and he says, Sir Stormblade.
What's up?
What's up, baby?
What did I do?
What did I do, baby dick?
It's like, I just wanted to thank you for helping me and my friends.
He does air quotes around the help.
He looks sincere.
I feel like I wasn't much help, but perhaps I could help now. And then I offered to heal him with my lay on hands.
Okay.
Yeah, I give
How
him
many points?
5 HP.
Okay.
Where do you lay your hands at?
What part of him's injured? Like a leg? You said he was limping.
Yeah, I think he pulled a hammy.
I just touch his knee.
Okay.
It'll get there. It'll go up.
I'd like to make my way to the Wyvern Rider and search him because he fell dead.
Did he fall into the stadium? I can't remember if he fell in or out.
You didn't specify.
All right, yeah, he fell at the very top step of the stadium.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm still in
His
the stands.
the wyvern is just like partially hanging off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just make my way over there so I can search him.
Okay, you start just heading up there.
I'm going to use my eyes of minute seeing.
You don't have those yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
long rest.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I'm
We'll
still gonna
say
search his
that's what
ass.
you tinker with on your long rest.
Yeah.
But Moguk, he's like, that's the power. We wanted to know if you could teach us or take us under your wing and teach us more about that. And he nods towards your glowing symbol of Bahamut.
Well, dude,
snap.
we got
Charles gets a colt.
We got some cannon fodder. Bahamut wants you to go challenge that white dragon.
Sure. I'm busy doing work for the king, but I'll try to find a few hours or so to explain the teachings of Bahamut and help you get started.
Okay. Is there a church or a temple around here?
Make them build one.
Church. This steep.
So out of character, there aren't any near here, right?
Nope.
All right. No, there aren't any near here.
I heard there were some in the taint.
Oh God.
There's some refugees.
No, they're dead.
There's more than the 3 that were up there.
Perhaps one day we can, rebuild. I know my hometown was destroyed by Tiamat.
He says, what was your hometown?
Stone Valley.
They all look around and just kind of give each other a shrug. He's like, well, if your town was destroyed, then we will do what we can to help rebuild it.
Oh, that would be awesome.
There won't be anybody there to live there.
And he's just like, 3 cheers for Stormblade. And they're like, tired and haggardly.
Nice.
All right, Elon, you get to the top and you see the wyvern and the rider is nowhere to be seen. The wyvern's body is still dead and still at the top step, just kind of hanging over the edge. Give me an investigation check.
Why don't you give me an investigation check?
For what?
You did.
11.
You did. 11?
11.
You don't find anything of value on the wyvern itself, but looking over the edge, you do see there's a net, presumably some type of OSHA safety measure to catch falling objects. And on it, you see the dead body of one wyvern rider in his Dreadclaw Brotherhood attire and staff. And you see one of the Bahamut refugees just kind of impaled, unluckily, on one of the spokes.
Ouch.
And in between those two, you see another smaller figure.
The girl.
Of the girl, Remy.
Okay.
And she's just kind of curled up, unconscious, but you from your position, it looks like she's breathing.
How far down are they?
80 feet? Whoa. We'll say 10 feet. We'll round that 8 Jesus.
How big is the stadium?
It's 10 feet down.
She's on the ground.
I'm gonna.
Why is the net on the ground?
They didn't understand the installation instructions.
Just lay this net out on the ground, and if anyone falls,
You know what? We'll have to cite that as a violation.
So 10 feet down?
Yeah, I looked at that wrong. It's 10 feet down.
Okay. I'll take my rope and kind of like tie it off to the railing. Is there a railing?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Some of it's broken from where the wyvern hit it, but there's still, you go down a few feet and you find another like spoke where it's still secure.
Okay. I'm going to climb down. I'm going to search the rider, and then I'll climb back up with the girl.
All right. You climb down. Give me an athletics check.
Okay. That would be a 10.
A 10?
Yeah.
You carefully kind of lower yourself down. Your rope skill, your knot tying skills are not as good as they used to be, and you kind of drop a few feet. And you catch yourself on the net, and you manage to shake loose the one refugee that was impaled, and they just kind of like slip off and hit the ground below.
That's fine. He was dead anyway.
Both the girl Remy and the wyvern rider roll towards you as you create like a gravity well in the net.
Sweet.
They roll towards you, but the rope does begin to start tearing. The net itself begins to start tearing.
Because you heavy.
What are you trying to do? Do you grab her? Like it's tearing fast. You're big warforged.
I'll grab her and then I'll grab onto the rope.
All right, give me dexterity
climb up.
saving throw.
Oh, dude, you could have got that guy's staff.
He's gonna go to the ground. I'll go back and get it.
It'll break.
Get him off the ground, net.
Yeah, that's fine. That would be an 18.
18?
Yes.
Yeah, you snatch her up, and at the last second, the netting tears, and he tumbles down to the ground, lands on top of the refugee that fell. But now you're hanging from the rope, and you have the unconscious Remy in your hands.
Okay. I'll just start climbing my way back up.
Okay. Yeah, you climb yourself. You climb back up. What are the rest of you doing?
I guess I'll drop Wild Shape, and I'm going to use the rest of my spells to start doing Cure Wounds on people.
Okay.
Starting with who looks the roughest.
Okay.
So 4 people get cured
All right.
of their wounds.
Grits, Kibe, what are you guys
I
doing?
have no spells left, but I'm going around helping Shrimp, just prestidigitating, just trying to clean wounds out, just do whatever I can.
Tell one
Bandage
of them
people.
that looks like that stung.
What?
I tell one of them that looks like that stung. I was a scorpion last time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kibe, you do anything?
Any crab people in the crowd?
You.
Give me a perception check.
You always make me do this.
You never know.
14.
Surprise, the succubus.
You see one up in the far southeast stands up on the right. You squint your eyes a little bit, then you realize it's just a smashed body smeared across the steps. Not a crab person. Kind of in the shape of a crab person, though, from far away.
Close enough.
I go up to it.
Okay. Upon closer inspection, no, it was just your eyes playing tricks on you. It was a trick of, what's it called? Pareidolia, where things kind of look like real.
I feel like you're just making up words, Brian.
Look it up.
I ask the smear if they're from Topanos.
All right. After a few minutes, you hear a voice. And someone off to your left is coming up to you. He's like, "Sir, are you okay? Or do you need help?" Or
I'm just having a chat with my friend here. Can you leave me alone?
okay, all right. And they move on. It looks like they're going around helping people. They're just trying to, bandage people up, but they walk away. The wall does not respond.
Well, I say you're obviously not a crab person because you're extremely rude. Did I notice anything when I was walking over? Like any ne'er-do-wells? Just like general investigation for no goodness happening in the aftermath? Pickpockets and such?
No. We're gonna go ahead and say in the face of this tragedy, the best side of people are just showing. It's people helping others, people coming together, regardless of what horde they're part of. They're you see people from the carnal horde helping others from the dire horde, and everyone's just casting aside their differences and helping each other in this
Gotcha.
moment of tragedy.
What's Nudist doing?
She is down. It looks like she's kind of directing some of her people that were accompanying her. And on top of the 4 wizards, it looks like there's a small contingent of other people that are definitely dressed in similar attire. And they're actually also kind of setting aside, I don't know, like helping people triage, bringing people down, kind of lifting, rocks, getting people out from under gravel, things like that.
Can I insight check Zoodist?
For what are you trying to
Determine if her, I don't know, I don't know if she actually destroyed the Chaos Worm or if she just called it away. Was this a black flag operation by the, by the carnal horde? That's what I want to know.
You can give me a retroactive Arcana check to see what the exact effects of the spell did. Because right now she's a few feet away from you. You're not really close to her. You said after pilfering the guy, you went and sat back down and rested, or what?
I was helping Shrimp.
Oh, okay, yeah, helping people.
Can't read Scanlan's die.
Name drop. -1 to whatever you roll for name dropping.
Yeah.
13.
13. I mean, it looked like whatever spell she cast definitely disintegrated what was left of that.
Okay.
Sweet. And as you guys kind of coalesce back together, I assume everyone's going to come back together at some point.
You thought wrong. We all go our separate ways.
Come together.
Zudis approaches you. She says, "So, what does the Dawnguard plan to do next?"
I don't know. We need to have a little talk about that guy you sent us to find and his soul snatching ways.
She kind of like snickers under her breath a little bit.
Grits, don't be so snippy.
She says,
Fuck you, Shrimp.
"On behalf of the Carnal Horde, it has been a pleasure to work directly with the Dawnguard.
Yeah, getting us to do your bidding is pretty great. I almost get my soul snatched out.
Well, I gave you what you want and what I promised I would give you. Access to the grotto. And in turn, you helped tie up a loose thread for me."
Yeah. You're on my shit list, Zudist. You're on my shit list.
Says, be that as it may, just know that no being can call his actions or his life his own when he wears the brand of another. And then she holds her hand out, and you feel a slight tug at the little
It's not
symbol.
on my neck.
You feel a slight tug at the symbol of wherever you're keeping it.
Oh, you know where
It's in the bag of holding.
Oh, it's in another
My
dimension.
stomach feels
All right.
really weird.
Gotcha. All right. Well, you see in her hand appear the little symbol that she had given you
Oh,
earlier.
shit. Did you pull it out of another dimension?
Yep.
Damn. Can we recruit her?
Grit, stop fucking around. This is the second demigod you tried to fuck with. Stab her quick.
Right?
She says, "Well,
Thinking about it.
if you're ever looking for more work, I'm sure I can find some other errands for you to run."
Chris says that body needs some work.
I'll say, whoa. We'll ask the questions here, nudist. She asked a question, right?
Yeah, she asked a question.
Okay, sure. Good. As a reward for all of our hard work we've done on behalf of the Carnal Horde, does she have... First, I'd like to ask her what she knows of the king.
He's a just and righteous king, and he's ruled over Barav for generations. What else is there to know? Other than he and you know, a little birdie told me that some changes may be coming soon. But other than that, I don't know anything. And she coyly looks away. She's definitely very like in a playful mood now, much more than she's been last few times you've talked to her.
Chris, now's your chance.
I'm just pissed at her.
Yeah,
I tickle her.
tickle her before you get even close, like within tickling range.
Snippy claws coming at her.
A number of her entourage step in the way.
I'll say, oh, you want to tickle. And I tickle one of them.
And all right.
Moving past that.
No, as you reach to tickle him, he immediately just like throws up like a wall of energy in between you, and like boom, boom, your pincers kind of bounce off of it.
All right, I tap it a couple more times and I scratch my chin. And that
like,
leads me to my next question. What do you know of the Starfather?
Give me an insight check.
While he's doing that, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on the girl, Remy.
Okay.
To try and wake her up, and then I'll start, escorting her down to the rest of the group.
From her, one of the wounds that she has out of her side is just kind of like there's instant bruising. Looks like she may have broken a rib or two. It just kind of begin to heal over. The bruising fades a little bit, but it's still there.
Okay.
And the bone itself is kind of back into normal place.
Okay.
She just says, "I have no idea what you're talking about."
Can I insight check that?
Sure.
At this point, I'm just kind of pacing back and forth, like in my Sherlock Holmes stance.
Okay.
19.
You mock having a pipe? Like,
19.
Yeah, I have pretending to have a pipe.
You don't notice any change, any body language that may be betraying what she's saying. But yeah, she's just cool as a cucumber. And she says, "Well, If you have no more
Not
business
so
here,
fast, nudist. What's your relationship with the void?
she says, "Who?" And then she looks at the rest of them and says, "What is your crabby friends here? What is his problem?"
We just fought a chaos worm, man. He's probably got concussion.
Did anyone do a concussion check on me?
I would like to do a concussion check.
Okay, sure. Roll a medicine check.
Do you pull out a flashlight and check his pupils?
Who's going to tell me if I'm concussed?
Medicine? Ooh, 13.
13. You're not even really sure what a concussion is, but you kind of look at him, and the crab anatomy's throwing you off. Your little stint at medical school didn't get very far, so you're not sure if he has a concussion or not.
I look you dead in the eyes and I vomit.
Can I get a deck save on that?
No, you're up in his grill trying to discern the concussion.
I'm just like, I just wipe it off and just press digitate it off of me. Gross.
I have one more question for you, nudist. What do you know of the chaos crystals? Is that what they're called? Rune crystals?
I mean,
what crystals? What are you talking
are we
about?
playing Sonic?
Wait,
That's what I thought.
Is BreAnne asking me what crystals?
Oh
we're
yes,
talking
I'm
about?
sorry. Yeah, what do you? What?
The three we're supposed to be like getting?
Oh, those
The shards.
Shards.
yeah. She's just like, I have no more time for these games. I don't.
I say, well,
She
I
looks
got
around
all I
befuddled.
needed.
Cool. Let's go rest. I'm tired.
Before you turn to leave, she turns to you, Max. She says, "How about you, Knight? Is there anything the Carnal Horde can do for you in the wake of this attack? People will be looking for someone to turn to, and it looks like these Tiamat followers have dealt a mighty blow, especially to your kind." She nods to your symbol.
If you
I
have,
tell her that's racist, yo.
if you have any more leads on Tiamat, because we took out some followers, but Tiamat herself is still out there somewhere, causing trouble.
Yes, that's what gods do.
I just think she's an evil dragon. I wouldn't consider her a god.
Well, god or dragon, it matters not. It doesn't matter what deity people worship. Do you know what kind of creatures follow its leaders blindly and wait for its own slaughter?
Me, obviously.
And she chuckles and she looks over at Grits and she says, "Exactly." And she looks back at you and says, "Sheep." And
I
she
say in
says-
undercommon, you bitch.
She says, "The world is changing, and this will be an age of wolves. And through me, the wolves will hunt again." And then at that point, she does a dramatic flourish with her cape and walks off, all bitchy with her friends, her entourage.
Kind of jog and catch up. Try to. It's like, hey, quick question.
You try to catch up, but your dwarven stubby legs are making it hard as people kind of moving your way to stop you from getting too close.
Guys, wait. Got a question.
She turns around. She says, "What? Make it quick."
I mean, I feel like you had more information on the king, and I feel like you're the kind of person that would, trade that information for something else. Like, what would be worth trading for that information?
She leans forward and downward. She gets in your face.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm going to get a box to stand on.
She says, "What in the world would you have worth trading?"
This dick.
Grit's soul.
I could offer you Grits' soul, but that's not worth very much.
Do I hear that?
I've got 9 fingers left. Sure of that. And I've got a particular set of skills.
She's just like, "That's what I thought," and then she walks off.
All right. Fair enough.
That bitch.
If you need somebody to put on the cooling rack, I could help you with that. Thieves can't. Like,
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
yeah. Did she hear that?
Give me a persuasion check.
All right. All right. That would be a 19.
She definitely hears you. Her stride slows down for a second, almost coming to a halt. She turns her head, and then you hear her kind of chuckle, and then just keep walking.
All right. Don't know I can't hear.
You're a mean one, Mrs. Bitch. I start singing at the top of my lungs.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
Grits is gonna get us killed.
At this point, the sun is, or the suns are slowly taking into the sky. The sky itself is a purplish orange mural of watercolored clouds, and
beautiful,
dawn begins to set or come in or whatever dawn does. I don't know.
Rise?
We guard it.
There you go. Yep. That's what I figured. All right, roll credits.
And that's how
story
season
is
3
over.
2 ends.
The end.
We'd like to thank everyone.
All right, so what are you doing?
Man,
I go to Lucky Lou's.
finally.
I'm going to Lucky Lou's, baby.
All right.
Going back to the hotel.
Yeah.
Assuming the hotel still exists.
Yeah, the swinging imp is still there.
All right, cool.
We should really take Remy back to her people.
And like you go, or I was gonna say, are you going into the swinging?
I mean, I'd like to take Remy back to her group.
Feel like you should take her back to. No, I'm not even there, so don't worry about it. I go to the swinging imp.
Okay. Everyone else?
I'll just go with the group in case something else pops up, and I'll just take Remy with me.
Okay.
I go to Lucky Lou's.
Okay.
I just go back to the inn. I assume since we just saved the city, I can get my hound some souffle. Wait, what is it that Shrimp's always trying to get?
Trying to get some bread
Bread pudding?
man.
Bread pudding. I get some bread pudding for my dog.
As you guys walk into the
I
swinging imp,
forgot you have that wolf pub.
as you guys walk into the swinging imp, it's full of people being treated, people just taken in from the attack. It looks like there's like there was a big tray of what possibly looked like bread pudding was cooked in it, but it looks like they just handed out the last piece to some other people who have been hurt.
I assume I'm walking in at the same time.
Yeah.
I just go behind the counter and get myself a beer.
All right, yeah, nobody stops you.
Yeah, I assume not.
I just scream, if it wasn't for us, you'd all be dead.
Here, crab man, here. I pour another beer and I put it up on the counter for him.
You go back there and you see there's two barrels, one that says good stuff and one that says the cheap stuff.
Oh, I get the good stuff.
What do you give me?
I give you the good stuff.
Okay.
We're celebrating.
All right. I drink the good stuff. And
The good stuff.
I get some whatever. Whatever's there, food-wise.
Okay.
And I take it up to my room and feed my pup.
Okay, cool.
Make sure I lock him in the room, though. I don't want his DM bullshittery where he runs out.
Just runs off in the middle of the day.
He climbs out the window.
Brian's like, damn it.
Every 5 minutes.
What about-
status check on my dog?
What about you, Elon? Warforged, what are you doing with the unconscious 9-year-old?
Whoa.
Bring her to my chambers.
No. So I'm gonna put her.
Feed her to your pup.
Yeah. I'm gonna put her kind of with the rest of the other people that are being triaged. Just so I can keep an eye on her.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna help triage. And
Gotcha.
help with the injured with the rest of my spell slots and whatever I can do.
Okay. Max.
I also,
By the way, Baron's just auto following you, Max, right now. So
of course,
keep that in mind. So no different than.
Yeah. So none of us are confused or surprised in any capacity.
He has wyvern tail with him, like just carve some off.
Nice.
I use the rest of my lay on hands and my spell slots to help heal the injured people.
I would like to play as BreAnne for a second. How many lay-on hands have you used, Charles?
Damn.
At this point, all of them.
It's cold.
Uh-huh. That's all I wanted to know.
You get to Grits. You get to Lucky Lose, and there's a wooden sign hanging over the door that says "Closed due to Chaos Worm attack."
Pre-made or was it painted?
No. Damn it, they were in on it. They knew some shit. Oh, man. I just lean against the door and I'm just like, damn it. All right.
You kicked in the knee?
I head to the switch.
As you go to stand up, the door kind of bumps you in the back, and you hear a from inside. And you see Lou stick her head out. She's like, "What are you doing out here?"
I just killed a chaos worm, and I wanted to relax.
What do you mean you killed the chaos worm? It was
Dawnguard.
killing everybody.
The Dawnguard that I'm a part of.
Oh.
You remember us? We came in.
Yes.
Kibe.
You and your crab friend.
Yeah, we're the ones who stopped all of this. As you can see, and I turned, showing this giant gash of like from the claws where it swiped me. It's like, as you can see,
She's like, "Oh my God."
yeah, it fucking hurts. Luckily, I'm not pouring blood everywhere, but I'm like, I just wanted to relax with some lovely ladies for the evening. But I can see you're closed.
Well,
I'll
I
head
mean,
out.
if you help save everyone, I guess we could help you out.
I just want a hot bath, some good food, and some comfort for the night.
Well, I mean, she looks around. It's like it's morning time.
I don't care.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, we can help you out. I'm still charging you though.
Well, that's fine.
All right. She lets you in, and then they give you all that.
Dub, how much of my soul does it suck out? Or do they let me pass? Because I'm.
Yeah, they just give you like normal comforts and stuff.
Yeah, normal comforts.
How wet is his dick?
Let me roll D100.
Yeah, let's see how wet your red rocket is.
Get a D4.
They take care of you. Everyone long rests.
Yay!
I mean, if we're gonna do this, let's do this.
All right.
That's what she said. I'm like, I just fought a chaos worm. I'm tired.
Noon rolls around,
Is it in yet?
and
I'm already done, baby.
You get yours? All right. And he rolls over and goes to sleep.
all right. So noon rolls around at the Swinging Imp. Everyone is woken up by the sounds of busy city life. Everyone's shuffling downstairs. People are still recovering from the attack. People are trying to find loved ones. People are trying to tend to their wounds. A large number of people have already begun repairing and clearing, not repairing yet, clearing bodies out of the Colosseum, which is across the large square. What is the party doing except for you, Grits?
I'm going to check on Remy.
Okay. Yeah, you find her downstairs. It looks like she's eating some, it looks like gruel. And then one of the tavern ladies is kind of helping her, cleaning her up, brushing her hair, taking care of her. She's got bandages wrapped up on her.
Okay. I just go up to her and I ask her how she's feeling. And I thank her for helping us with the chaos worm.
With the crystal.
With the
She says,
crystal.
are you by yourself? Did anybody join him?
I'll join you.
I'm in my room preparing spells.
Okay.
Doing all that.
Okay.
Working on
I
stuff.
will also join him.
Sure. All right. She's like, I'm fine. I wish I could have done more.
You did a lot.
Yeah, the effort you guys put in to destroy that crystal really helped out.
It wasn't just me. And she kind of focuses towards you, Max, and she's like, it was Bahamut. Yeah, I was just an instrument.
Well, you were
She takes another bite for gruel.
You were very brave, and surely Bahamut will reward you.
My name's not Shirley. Damn it.
Sorry.
And she said, well, I want to thank you, Sir Stormblade. She said, had you not turned me away, I don't think Bahamut would have spoken to me and directed me to do what I did. And then she kind of gets a little more excited in her voice. She's like, when I encountered some of those guys, I heard him, he told me to appear weak, even though I knew I was strong. And they took me for granted, but they didn't know that I had him on my side. And then she turns to you, Elon. She's like, and thank you, that dagger you gave me, it really helped. I took 3 of them. Out.
Nice.
It was my
I just give her like a fist bump. I was like, damn.
It was my dagger, damn it.
You're not there. And so she just seems pretty excited, and she stuffs her mouth full, and she just starts going on about what she did, and how she was able to sneak up there and knock the crystal off, and then the other refugees tried to run, but she told them they had to stay, and she just keeps going on and on in between mouthfuls of gruel.
So Remy's a little badass.
I say you were indeed a terrifying small person.
And she beams at that. She smiles. Mouthful, cheeks.
It's like a chipmunk. That's funny.
So she's like, well, she finally cleans up, puts her bowl down. She's like, so I know I asked to go with you. And I'm not going to ask again. I already know the answer, but I know that my place isn't here. I'm going to go find my grandfather. She's like, my family's here and they have their part to play, but I have my destiny to fulfill.
That's pretty awesome.
That's pretty good.
Do I know anything about the hobgoblin and his buddies that are going to rebuild Max's city?
What kind of information are you trying to know?
Do I know that they're going to do that?
At the time, they seemed pretty sincere.
No, I'm just saying, like, am I privy to?
Oh, were you privy to that information?
Like,
No,
were
you weren't, because you walked off and you were looking at that smear.
Yeah, talking about crab.
So you don't know.
Okay.
Well, I'd like to give her like 50 gold to kind of like help her on her journey.
Okay, her eyes go wide and she just her
like,
jaw drops.
You know,
And she's like,
save this and use it for your quest to find your grandfather.
she's like, okay.
I'm going to subtract that from my stash of gold.
She's like, maybe I can even help build a place for followers of Bahamut to go, because you got rid of all the Tiamat followers, right? We're safe again here in Dragonsmaw.
The cult that was in the city, I think we've cleared them out, but obviously Tiamat herself is still somewhere in the world, so I don't know.
And there's
how safe any place is.
Yeah. There's his Tiamat's like main head follower or whatever that we saw in the Infernum.
True. I mean, you killed him, right?
He was just a projection.
The slimy hydra thingy. I think that's what he's talking about.
Oh, was that him?
I think so.
Bitch.
Well, I mean, he did get.
As far as you know, you killed the leader of the cult of the.
I mean, Trey fucking one-shotted him.
That was a mammoth, to be fair.
On
I shot from upstairs.
All right, so she gets up and she holds her hand out to shake your hand, Max.
I'll shake your hand.
All right, she vigorously shakes it back. She's like, all right, well, I'm off.
And I say, before you go,
Oh, yes.
and I hand her one dragonborn tooth.
As you
So
reach
glad you said tooth.
as you reach your pincer forward, she kind of like faster than you can react, she just kind of like grabs your, like, I guess what would be the equivalent of your wrist, and then she pulls her dagger out, and she was like, "We're gonna get a rematch someday, you and me."
What? And I just chuckle, and then I attack her.
This is a weird. I picture Louise from Bob's Burgers as this little girl.
Give me an attack roll. What are you attacking her with?
Keybait decapitates her.
That tooth. Yeah.
I'm gonna put her in a headlock.
All right, so you're gonna try to grapple her?
Yeah,
All right.
which I may not actually do.
I'll go beat your ass.
So I just do my normal attack modifier to it.
Well, no, it's an athletics check if it's grapple. If you're
Athletics
trying to
check.
grab her, yeah.
Okay. So that's gonna be a 15.
A 15.
Yep.
I'll never go beat your ass.
You
How'd your kids keep snatching up all the little girls?
you go to grab her. She ducks out of the way, and like she happily just like starts beaming because she thinks she avoided you. But as soon as she goes to spin, you catch her mid spin on the second attempt and just snatch her up.
Nice.
I give a hearty chuckle. And I say, "You've got a lot to learn, little girl."
Santa Claus was a
And then
creepy crab.
Then I ram the tooth into her pocket.
All right, you do it.
And that's it.
She tries to kick free. She's like, "No fair. I wasn't ready."
And I'll let her go.
All right.
Kicks him in the shin.
All right. She walks off. She's like, "Bye, guys."
That was weird.
I don't know. Just a little kid. They're all over the place.
Oh dear Lord.
All right. Grits, what are you doing? You wake up refreshed.
Refreshed and awake.
I
You're in a bed alone.
stretch out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh man, I feel much better. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. Is all my stuff still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
They charged you like 50 gold. They gave you a discount.
Nice.
50. Dope. I walk down and I head back to the swinging imp.
All right.
As I'm going, I'm just thinking about the battle, trying to think of words that rhyme and how I could turn this into a great song that makes us seem like heroes and BreAnne seem like a little bitch.
Okay. As you walk in, you think you recognize Remy as she's walking out. Not sure. It looks like she was in a hurry, or at least not in a hurry, but definitely had a pep in her step.
I pickpocket her. I'm joking.
All right. I was like, all right. You find a dragon tooth. No.
I was after that 50 gold.
You walk in and see the group standing there, just kind of, I don't know, joshing around or whatever you guys are doing. I don't know.
Who's Josh?
Wow.
I also picked my new spells.
Okay.
Some new handy stuff.
So
I'm
BreAnne
excited.
says, all right, what are we doing?
Shut the fuck up.
He says, we're the Dawnguard. What are we doing now?
Are we the Dawnguard?
I was confused.
Are we?
I thought, I
Guess
thought
we
were
head
the
on to get
Sunset
some
Guard.
shards. We spent, I don't know, a week not going to get the shards.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to get a bearing on where
Can we not?
need to head out
Can,
for that.
can we just take the rest of the day and start on that in the morning? Guys, I mean,
I'm ready to go.
the city's wrecked. It's still a lot of travel. I just want to relax a little
Well,
bit.
you got something here to do? Because everything's pretty much in rubble.
Yeah, we can still stay here.
Everything
and
in
help.
Lucky Loose.
I'm sure they were unimpressed.
What are you guys doing?
I say we head out. I mean, everyone rested up? Everyone ready to go?
I'm rested up and raring to go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are our mounts still alive?
BreAnne says, I agree. I think we, as
Shut up.
emissaries of the king, we have a
You feel
mission.
good about yourself, Shrimp? You and him agree.
We have a mission to complete.
You know what? A second thought, I think we should take the day. Are our mounts all still alive?
Yep.
All right, cool.
They're in the mount shop.
The mount shop.
Is that the other house of prostitution?
Oh, they're at
That's a good,
the sty, the mount garage. I don't know.
That's
they keep the
that's
mounts.
a great brothel name.
Is it taxidermy or is it sex? What's going on?
Why not both?
Little
You got enough money,
colonnade.
go wherever you want.
Can you mount her in like this crouch position, looking back at me?
Goddamn, I go find my elk.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Shrimp's like,
Did she be
I'm
holding
leaving.
a Bud Light?
In this world, everyone treats animals pretty well. So if someone's like, yeah, your mounts are very well taken care of. So
Nice.
you find them. They're where you left them. Well fed. So,
Well, I say we
Ready to go?
Yeah, I mean, I say we head out and search for the sharks.
Does anyone need to get any gear before we head out?
Shopping montage.
I just stock up on rations.
you got your rations.
all right.
You got some good. It's got a good mix of like staple trail foods, Dragonsmaw delicacies,
Nice.
stuff like that.
Dog food?
No dog food. You need meats. Like, are you looking for kibble or like meats?
Kibble.
It's a shortage on kibble.
You have any bits?
No bits.
Then I get some meats.
Yeah, you got your meats.
All right.
We found an Arby's and they have.
I'd like a meat mountain, please.
Actually, are we still at the bar? Are we in the same area?
Yep.
All right, I want to go back and get that barrel of good stuff. How good was it?
Good.
It tastes like every other glass of beer you've got at this place
Okay.
so far.
All right, I taste the other one, just out of curiosity.
All right, you take a sip because for some reason the counter's still unguarded.
I feel like I can do what I want in this town.
It tastes the exact same.
Son of a bitch.
Gotcha.
No, at least I didn't
Gotcha,
pay-
bitch.
At least I didn't pay for it. All right, I leave them both.
All right, so you guys are heading out.
Yep.
Heading where?
Where's my map?
To the next waypoint.
Next plot
I know
point.
at
Next plot
very
point, please.
least We're heading west.
We
I pull open my menu and I select that mission.
I said it's primary.
Sorry.
You haven't unlocked quick travel yet, so
Find on map.
You mark it as your active quest.
you set a waypoint.
Well, what the hell happened to our map?
Yeah,
We
this,
did have a
I keep
map.
turning until the arrow's at the top of my
think
radar.
Trey's got it right here.
Oh, I have a map.
It's a map.
What's
Does
the
Aaron
place
have our
to
map?
the west of here?
We are at Dragonsmaw. There's the Droning Bog to the west.
No, above that. Past that.
Cobbless? Cool. Cobbless?
Isn't that where we were headed?
Or
We're supposed to be heading north.
Like
God
northwest?
damn it.
The
Baron, where are we going?
he says, well, the king told us that the mountain with the white smoke above it is north beyond the Black Steps, which Gardoon is right next to. We can stop in Gardoon and see my family if.
Fuck your family. No, really, your mom's hot.
All right.
Watch what you say about my mother.
You gonna watch what I do with your mother?
That's weird.
I don't know why you're trying to start a fight with literally everyone.
I'm mad, damn it.
Party members, demigods, you know.
He says, regardless, the
You mean
the mountain,
irregardless?
Disregardless, the mountain that we're supposed to retrieve these shards from is north of the Black Steps. And I'll let you know, the Black Steps are a very large area. It's quite a journey.
So we can travel to Gardoon and get supplied up and get ready to hit the Black Steps.
Yep. That sounds like a plan to me.
All right, to Gardoon.
To Gardoon. Tally ho.
I-
Sally forth.
I like we head to Baron's home and he's not here. Chip, chop, chip.
Do beasts come out at night
said
in this
doo-doo.
region?
Yeah, everywhere. It's pretty universal.
Okay.
Except
So
for the
we
places
need
where
to-
it's not.
I will let everyone else know who's not looking directly at the map. If you you could go to Gardoon, or you could skirt the scar and try to cut up through the Black Steps from there. So it's up to you guys.
Let's just go to Garden.
It's a trap.
How far is it to Gardoon from here, and how far is the skirt?
It's the difference between
About
3
finger
days and like 6 days. No, like
You need a compass?
4 and 8. 4 days, 8 days to Gardoon.
But there need like
And 4 days the other way. Which I mean, like Dragonsmaw and Cobblest and stuff, those aren't the only cities, but civilizations are spread pretty far apart.
All right.
Your family's gonna throw a party for you when we get there, aren't they?
A hunter's feast for being appointed, and then he rubs his head and he goes, Dawnguard.
Dawnguard.
I don't like how well you embody him.
Would do the same for any of you.
Next episode, I'm just going to sit upstairs.
I'm afraid it's just if I ever miss, it's gonna be like I stab him. The first person they come across.
Okay, so do we know how far it is to the next town? Like, is it a day's ride?
Not sure.
Just
Just off the top of your head, you're not
I
sure.
ask locals.
All right, give me an investigation check. We'll say just
Do we want to check
Random
for Ralph
talking
and see if he's
around.
okay during this whole thing?
He'll be fine.
He'll find us.
You're right.
Do we even know his name is Ralph?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Ralph of the Emerald Isles. They used to call him Ralph of the Emerald Isles.
12.
12.
I rolled a 12.
They say, outside of the farms, just outside the city. Where are you going? North?
North.
You found an orc guy, and he's more of a bookworm than standard like big orc guy.
Huh.
He's just like, where are you
See
going?
how
You
this
said
goes.
northish, northwest.
North-ish? Yeah.
You going to the Scar?
King of the North.
Trying to skirt the scar, if at all possible.
Yeah.
Trying to get to the Black Steps.
Yeah. Gosh, what? Why? That's
I mean, do you know how, like, the next town between here and there?
no. I think there might be another outpost over there.
Okay.
The name is something like Savers. I don't know.
Say my name.
Sorry.
I just walk away.
Okay.
Yeah. And I go find someone else.
You rolled like a 12 with your investigation.
Yeah.
After talking to a couple of people, there may or may not be like another outpost similar to like Blood Blossom Watch. Okay. Just out there. Those are pretty regular in like where, the expanses of land are in between cities. But there are no, as far as you can gather talking to different people, there's no other like major cities or sites of civilization on the way up there.
All right.
Did the drug den survive the attack?
What? Do you go and look for it?
I mean, if he's sitting there, if we're dicking around, killing time, then yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting directions.
I mean, you find it in that same shady alleyway. There's that same doorway with the slot in the door. I mean, it looks like this area is pretty fine.
Go knock.
Slides open.
Yeah. What's up, man? Here to re-up on some supplies before I head out of town.
What kind of supplies?
You know what kind of supplies.
He looks out. He says, nothing as the slot just kind of slides shut. A few seconds go by. Door opens up. Lets you in.
I was like, thanks, big guy. Tap on the chest as I walk by.
Okay.
I go to the desk of the guy before, and
Yeah, you see the same elf back there, Starheart. And he's like, returning customer. Most of them are. What can I get you?
and I'm looking for some more, more natural things. You got any of the fungal variety?
Yeah, sure. We'll find something. Starts rummaging through stuff, and he's like, "Who am I kidding? I don't have anything up here." And he goes and gets an assistant. He just kind of calls him over. whispers something to him. He runs off.
What'd he say? I can read lips.
You're right.
His
hand
passive
over his mouth.
perception.
Damn it.
Because he's dealt, he's in the underground. Guy comes back with
By the way, listeners, I can read lips now.
guy comes back with a little leather baggie, puts it on the table, and he's like, "Here, I've got some of this for you."
Okay, I open it up. What does it look like?
Looks like little dried up mushrooms.
Excellent.
It's poop.
I give him 10 gold and I'll walk away.
But when you put the 10 gold down, he says, and as soon as he like makes an inquisitive look, you see the big guy that was by the door begin making his way back towards you. He's like, where's the other half? This stuff's not cheap.
I turned and look at him. I was like, I just saved the city, man. That's all I got right now. You'll get some later. I turn. The door's still open.
No, it's not open. They've closed it a long time ago. Like as soon as you walked in. At this point, the big guy, forget what was he like. We'll say the guy's a troll. He's closed the distance and he's already like standing next to you.
I turn and was like, look, man, come on. I just helped squash the worm that was killing all those people. You can't give me a 50% discount. Come on, dude.
Persuasion check.
21.
He says, okay, 50% discount. If you guarantee me more business.
Stardust, you'll have all my business from now on.
Okay. And then he nods at the big guy, and the big guy kind of just like moves out of the way. I'm mad. Yeah.
Good job.
I'll walk out.
All right.
I'll go
Let's
with the rest of the group.
Grits walks up. You got your directions? Sure.
Yeah, sure. Apparently. I've got some semblance of directions.
Do you know the way?
So Baron says, okay, so I've mapped it out, and it looks like we can cut our time in half to our destination if we go this way, or we can go to Gardoon and resupply.
Feel like Gardoon will be the better option.
I mean, we haven't really been in a rush so far, so I don't see a reason to rush now.
As you say that, a shadow just kind of like almost blots out the sun for a second.
Ah,
And then
shit.
you feel this woof, 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 getting stronger and stronger. This gust of wind coming from up above. You look up and you see a large shadow.
bitches.
Oh, shit.
But the shadow grows smaller and smaller and smaller. And you recognize the gusts of wind being generated from the wings of Biff the pigeon.
Hold up my hands. And
Nice.
Yeah, he lands on your hands, just this hefty.
We like to think,
I bring him in because I'm holding him too far out. It's too heavy.
like to thank our buddy Sean Hunt for the art of Biff the Pigeon.
Yeah, we'll have to upload a picture of that because it's pretty sweet.
That should be
It's
the
awesome.
the image for this episode. That'd be
We'll
awesome.
talk to our engineers and make that happen.
Yeah, I'll talk to him. We're on
Hey,
good
I'll-
terms.
I'll put it up.
In the king's voice emanating from Biff's pigeon body, you hear the Rune Lord is no longer of your concern and has already been sent to the Crucible. Your priority is to retrieve the shards and bring them to me. Act with purpose, as our timetable has been truncated. And then at that, Biff kind of resumes his normal form and then begins to fly away.
Wait, let's come back.
He makes a circle and he comes back. He's like, yeah,
You want to hang out?
no, I got pigeon stuff to do.
Like, I mean, we could use a pigeon in our crew. I'm just saying.
I got a family to take care of, man. I've been gone for like a day.
Okay.
In pigeon years, that's a long time.
I give him some bread.
Give me a charisma check. Charisma. Yeah, just add your charisma.
Just modifier
Yeah,
16.
16. He looks over at you, looks down at the bread, looks up at you, He takes one bite out of it. He's
he's gonna be like, no, dude, I'm paleo.
Just got eggs in it because I'm vegan.
This doesn't fall into my CrossFit diet.
He's like, so shrimp, what are we doing?
I mean, I guess if you got to go, you got to go, man. I'm not going to hold you up anymore.
All right, cool. He flies off.
That's one buff ass pigeon.
Of all the shit I've seen this week, that's the weirdest one.
He freaks me out, man.
Yeah.
Never seen
He's like the size of a golden eagle. He's massive.
Jesus.
Is that a beast?
What?
Is it
pigeon?
a beast? Yeah.
Yeah, pigeons are beasts.
Like really buff ones? Like this particular breed?
Now, this one looks like an anomaly. You turn into the average of that creature.
Your golden eagle form, though, can be that of the
I
pigeon.
see a lot of anomaly animals in this class.
Yeah, I think there's some nuclear fallout somewhere.
There's something shady going on. All right. What are you guys doing?
All right. King says we need to hoof it, so
Let's do this.
I'm not sure.
Through the scar.
I don't know. I'm still not entirely sure we want the king completing the rune engine.
But I do know we want the shards.
Well, I mean, yeah, we do want that.
we need to get them quick.
You got to take the shards.
We got a case of the shards.
Yeah.
There it is. Found it, guys. We found it.
Yeah.
Quest complete.
Yeah, I mean, we might be able to use the shards.
Went around the dick, straight through the taint, up the crack, found some shard.
What are you talking about?
I think he's just recapping his weekend.
I don't feel nearly as bad about asking about injured people anymore. Yeah, so we all good with the truncated?
Yeah, we'll do the shortcut. Yeah.
Truncated?
I wanted to party in Gardoon and try to bang Baron's mom, but whatever.
There'll be time for that after.
Yeah, at this point, I pull back really hard on the reins of my rhino, and he just like flies up into like back on two legs, like like a majestic horse.
Majestic as
And
fuck.
I say, "Tally-ho!" and I ride off.
Plus, you had an armadillo for some reason.
What?
Why?
I don't know.
I believe that you believe that.
I also have an armadillo.
In your pocket next to the wolf?
It's a giant.
Oh, okay.
It's actually twice the size of the rhino, but I don't like to ride it because I'll get leprosy.
Godzilla!
Just don't touch his feet. It'll be fine.
Okay.
So you guys head out. You ride out of the city. Not much fanfare. The last you saw, the remaining refugees had, gathered back wherever they were.
They're hobbled.
You didn't see Moguk and his crew. Yeah, one of the guys in passing just kind of looked like he was taking part in the rebuilding efforts. You head out and head northwest. Is that where you guys go?
Yeah, we're gonna
Trying to take the shortest route.
We're gonna skirt the scar.
Yeah.
All right.
Mostly because I feel like Aaron would say we shouldn't do it.
All right. You head out.
Actually, he loves doing what the king says.
It's true. We go to the city. No, we're going. Yeah, we skirt the scar.
All right.
Yeah.
So you leave out of Dragonsmaw. On your way out, you pass by another village that kind of a similar story to Stone Valley. It's not a village; it's the remains of a village. Just broken down homes, fields that were once lush with crops are burnt away. But you have that little bit of hope that things will get better, things will be rebuilt. You guys travel the better part of the day, leaving the mountainous terrain around Dragonsmaw, and everything begins to even out. The horizon begins to look a lot smoother, a lot flatter, in more of a plains fashion. The sun begins to drop lower because it was already the afternoon when you guys left. And you see yellowish grass that grows, low to the ground. Occasionally there's a tree growing by itself. Off to the north, you see a plume of smoke just on the horizon. And off to the west, it's just you see the mountain that Dragonsmaw was kind of set on the side of, disappearing over the horizon or from behind you. So, you guys head towards the plume of smoke. Is that what you guys are doing?
Of course.
Yeah, we should avoid that. We should avoid that plume of smoke.
Oh,
Wasn't that
Grits is
part of
playing-
our directions?
yeah. I think we need to hit. I assume that's the outpost.
Wasn't
Alright.
there was some plume of smoke we were supposed to be heading towards?
Well, that's on top of the mountain, but that's still like 3 days away, 4 days
Yeah.
away. So this is probably like an outpost that we can rest up at overnight and then continue on the next day.
Or is
something
currently on fire.
Or it's currently on fire. Yeah.
It
Which
could be
means
both.
fun.
It could be both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
We can put out the fire and then go to sleep.
Yeah.
I like that plan.
All right.
Okay. You guys head towards it. The sun begins to set before you guys are anywhere near the source of it. Baron brings up the fact. He's like,
Shut
guys,
up, Baron.
he's like, night's gonna be falling soon. I know there's smoke up ahead, but we should really think about some type of defensible position or somewhere where we could take a rest. Just because of the things that appear at night.
How long do I think it'll take to get there, and how long do I think it will have until sunset? Like if we bust it.
Give me a survival check.
All right.
I'm rolling for Baron.
I don't know shit about shit. That's a 1.
Yeah, whatever number you're about to say, Baron's like, I don't think so. He rolled a 20. I rolled a 24.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
He's like, it looks like we have about, and you see him hold his hand up to the horizon, measuring with his fingers. And he's like, looks like we have a good hour and a half before the sun meets the horizon. And judging by the distance of that smoke and the direction of it, it looks like it'll be another probably 2 or 3 hours before we get there.
That's not bad. Just hoof it, man.
What do you guys wanna do?
To the smoke.
All right.
Double time.
I really think we should stop, but all right, let's go.
Screw it.
I light a torch because if I remember correctly, light and fire kind of kept them away slightly.
I do light a torch and offer torches to anyone else who would like one.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll hold.
I'll
torch
take one.
as well.
All right.
I would also like a torch.
I hold mine with my mage hand.
I just Crabman. Be careful. Okay.
Grab it by the flame end.
All right. That's fair.
All right. You take 6 points of fire damage.
And say, shit! Nothing! You burned me!
I mean, all right.
Oh, okay.
You played yourself.
I don't know what you want me to do with this.
I don't know how to react.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we double time it to the smoke plume.
Okay. You guys travel north, and up ahead you definitely see some fire. Doesn't look like there's any structures. It actually kind of looks like the fire itself has died down, but in the plains area in front of you, you see burnt grass, you see burnt trees. And with the torches as you kind of look around, for the most part, it looks like a brush fire of some kind. It doesn't look like there's no structure. It's not a camp of any kind. It just it looks like there's a brush fire here.
Cool. We should set up camp here.
Yeah. Yeah. Stoke that fire back up.
All right, everyone get close.
Liam's tiny sleepover.
I wrap my arms around Grits.
I need you to stop that for me to cast a spell,
You just said get close.
but not holding me.
Baron's like, wait, what are you about to cast?
I'm about to set up the tiny hut.
Do you feel like this is the best place for us to do it out in the open?
Hey man, I'm just going with group rule. Where do you want?
I
disagree.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, if you think it's the best place.
No, man, you're the ranger. You're the outdoorsman. You tell me, man.
He's like, well, I just think
This is your expertise. You go ahead and you tell me. I'm not going to try to butt in and tell you how to do your expertise.
We're working through some stuff tonight on Bards Noble.
It's just like, I think we should find somewhere that's not open on all
Lead the way.
sides.
What does your ranger eyes see?
He says, well,
I see
it's
that dice
nighttime
roll.
now.
I don't trust it.
It's nighttime now. I can't see very far. I was hoping we would have found somewhere earlier to find, but you know, that's fine. If your spell can defend us, then that'll be fine.
We can set up some torches and guide fires around the hut. If that makes you feel better.
I think that would be a good idea.
That's a good idea.
I feel like it's a good idea.
All right. There's no firewood left in this burnout, is there?
No, everything's pretty much crispy.
All right, let's move outside the burnout then.
Okay.
That make you feel better, Baron?
Yeah, let's start
At this point,
a
he's just-
different forest fire.
He just walks. he walks off and begins gathering stuff to set up a
I
perimeter.
cast the hut while he's away.
All right.
No.
I don't do that. I don't do
right.
that. I'll wait for Aaron's here for me to do that.
I help Baron with using druid craft to help light the campfires.
Okay, cool.
Around.
Yeah, you set up a perimeter of fires.
Yeah.
All right, and then you cast Lehman's tiny hut,
Yep.
To the butt hut.
which gives you how much space to rest in?
Ooh, not a ton.
Because you guys got animals and stuff with you.
10-foot radius.
Wow.
Well, I mean, the animals can just be.
So it's a 20-foot.
Yeah.
How long does polymorph last? I'm going to start making some weasels.
All right, everybody.
Now, we'll say if you guys want your mounts in there with you.
Nah, they're fine.
I can fit on top of
I
my mount.
vehemently say yes.
Okay.
Nibbles can
care.
fight for himself. He's fine.
You put him outside?
Yeah.
Porkly, I have zero attachment to him. He can.
So the rhino's in here with us.
And the elk.
And the elk.
But I'm really small, so it's
All right,
like we're one
it's a
thing.
tight fit. You guys are getting very intimate with each other. But everyone who wants to fits.
the lube?
All right, we're going to go into night and you guys go into this long rest and we'll cut it right there. We'll just-
They're just kind of right
scene
after
plays out.
Next time on Bards and Nobles.
We find out who.
All right, so do we
It's
have any
crits
we have an
over
email to read
We
off?
have an email.
Yay!
No. That's electronic mail in layman's terms.
Wow. Thanks, Grandma.
Okay. This is from Wes. Hey guys, love the podcast. It's been the reason outside of my own passion for writing and storytelling that my friends and I are getting into D&D. Because I've been the driving force behind this, they are making me be the DM for the first few sessions.
I'm sorry.
Do you guys have any advice for being the DM or just in general for us starting out? We do have the D&D starter kit.
That's good. That's a good start.
His favorite character is Baron. Oh, Aaron wrote this. I get it.
He said his favorite character is Baron.
Baron Borgard the Sixth. Excuse the spelling. Unexcusable.
Let me go ahead and say
He's
anyone
from
who,
Michigan. Oh, I should have read that in a Michigan accent. Hey guys.
anyone who
you know.
thinks
It just sounds like your Canadian accent.
DM any DM teeth.
Oh, any DM
Any
teats?
DM teats?
I got about 8 of them? 6? I don't know.
2.
You need to have
teeth.
enough
Okay.
teeth so all your party can suckle.
Yeah, don't get for the first time DMing, don't get caught up on the rules. Honestly, one of the biggest things I see with like newer DMs and even some veteran ones is like everyone's a stickler for the rules and they don't care about the game that they're actually playing. So like if something comes up while you're playing, make a call that keeps the game going and then you can revisit it later and correct later, but just keep playing, have fun. That's the first and foremost important part. Yeah, go with your gut.
Steal stuff from other campaigns.
Yeah.
Dude, it's still everything.
If anyone tries to contradict you, just murder them immediately. That'd be my advice.
In the
Solve
game.
all your problems with stabbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You can definitely go that route.
Yeah. But the biggest focus is just make sure you guys have fun.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
And listen to Bards Nobles.
Yeah.
For everyone
That too.
hearing this now,
That'll up your game like 1,000-fold, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, it's like putting stickers on your
I'm
car.
gonna make you better
Makes
at
it
life in
faster.
general.
And if you can wear Bards Noble shirts, even better.
Speaking of which,
Take lots of pictures with them.
yeah. Speaking of which, if you want to check out shop.bardsandnobles.com, we have t-shirts and mugs and tote bags
And
and
various other
baby onesies
Yep.
Yep.
and
Hoodies.
cell
For all
phone
you babies
cases.
listening.
Yeah.
Or people that have babies.
Oh yeah, I guess
You
that
know.
too.
Yeah, all kinds of
Yeah.
cool stuff. Hoodies, V-necks, baseball tees.
Yeah, I actually just got my T-shirt in today because I wanted to see what the quality is. They're actually really nice.
So good.
Yeah. Also, we want to thank our patrons. Especially, we want to thank Tarken Davis and Luke Wood for their generous contributions to our podcast. And to the rest of our patrons. And if you'd like to join the ranks of our patrons, check out the link in the description below. And we got some pretty cool rewards and stuff. Check it out. We'd really appreciate it.
Yep.
Anything else? What do we got?
Nope. I
Night.
think that's it.
That's it.
Thank you for listening, everybody.
Appreciate you.
Well, we stand here in a row, looking like a bunch of heroes. I know that deep inside, nothing more but a bunch of zeros. Ah!